What's up, guys? So we're back. Our last video you seen us, we stripped the front end off the truck. We got the front core support and grill and all that off. We pulled the engine and transmission out, made a mess all over the floor. We got the engine and transmission sitting right here. I got it listed on Facebook basically for junk price. You know, whatever happens, happens. I mean, just like, that's a Ford V8 over there. Ain't nothing to it. That's an automatic forward transmission there. There's a 5-speed forward transmission there. Small block Chevrolet there. 4L80E there. I mean, so we're definitely don't have a shortage of, you know, transmission and old school stuff. So I think in this video, what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean our mess for one. Go ahead and get that took care of. Get a clean workspace. We're gonna pull the front fenders off, inner fenders, outer fenders. We're gonna start stripping from the firewall forward. We're gonna start stripping it down. I'm gonna try to, hopefully in this video, I know it will. I don't know about tonight though, maybe in the morning. I'm gonna take the wire brush on the grinder, try to start cleaning everything up, get ready for, I'm gonna primer and paint it, you know, the front from the firewall forward. And then when I gotta swap the fuel tank, I'll do from the, basically on everything under the bed of the truck. And then very last, we'll go ahead and we'll lift the cab yay far, so we'll wheel the whole thing, do it. And we'll try to, you know, give it some rebuild in a can, some semi-gloss black. Get that going. We're gonna get going. We're gonna try to keep up with everything. Like I said, I'm no professional. I'm trying to get these videos done and knocked out, you know, trying to catch up. And so yeah, I mean, it's easy to make the mess. Very easy. I mean, as you see, the part everybody hates is cleaning up the mess. It's part of it. We just gotta get it done. We have bags of sawdust over here we use for oil dry. Gonna get this push broom here. We're gonna start cleaning up a little bit. I'm probably just gonna push everything under the truck. So yeah, that was just a quick, simple, you know, just take the little push broom. Just do a little quick, simple, you know, sweep up. I'm just gonna leave everything there. It's under the truck, whatever. So I'm gonna lower the truck down. I'm gonna start pulling these fenders off and figure out what we need to do from there. All right, so the first step of taking these fenders off, I'm gonna try to leave most of this on here. I got a 13mm. There's several bolts up under here. I'm gonna start with the passenger side because it's the easiest by far. And we're gonna go from there. So it looks like I need a 7 or a 10. Let me find some of those. Looks like I got a couple grounds here, maybe. That wasn't even good. Wow, okay. Let's leave that on. Let's just do this. We're actually gonna leave that on. So to get the regular fender off, the outside blue fender here, there's several bolts. There's some 13mm. We're gonna pop these loose. I'm gonna stick them to the side. I know there's some down off in here I'm gonna have to get to. So let me get set up for that and I'll get right back to you. All right, guys, so we're back right quick. You should have just seen a time lapse of me disassembling all this. Got this whole fender off. Took the HVAC box. Found a big old squirrels, rat's nest. Looked like a squirrel nest, from what I understand. What I see, definitely can tell. Looks like the heated core may be bad, so I definitely replaced that. Found a ginormous spider. All this junk you see. Got the wiring harness all back. Got it all the way there. Got that sitting there. HVAC box. Fenders over there. Now I'm about to tackle the other side, so wish me luck. All right, guys, so I got it stripped down. Got all the passenger side fender, inner fender off the HVAC box. Got all that on, got the wiring harness through to the side. I can't disconnect it from the cab unless I go in and pull the ECM out under the floorboard. I ain't doing that just yet. Got the driver's side fender, outside fender and inner fender out. Got that wiring harness completely out. This over there, it controls the headlights and just minor stuff. Labeled a couple of the brake lines because I'm going to do away with the ABS module. For sure. This looks like a proportional valve here, but I'm going to get a old, different one off a different vehicle. Gonna keep this, the power brake booster. Gonna go with a 99, I think it is, Chevrolet Malibu vacuum brake booster here. It's supposed to be small. I'm gonna measure this one and see how, diameter that is. But yeah, I got that pretty stripped. There's a couple odd end wires like this goes ABS apparently for the rear. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to make sure that goes to the front, whatever it goes. Got the shift linkage here. That goes to this is a column shift. Going to do away with that. I got an aftermarket steering shaft, double U joint here to do away with this raggedy rag joint. Got the power steering pump out the way, so I think tomorrow, I'm going to call it for tonight because it's already late. It's oh gosh, what time is it? It's 10:45. I'm gonna be home by 11, hopefully. Gonna call it here for tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna take the wiper motor and stuff off, and the rest of this junk over here, the brake booster, which is gonna be a chore from, whatever. I'm gonna do away with this ABS module. I believe this is a cruise control deal, doohickey. Not 100% sure. So got the hood latch out of the way. Gonna undo this wiring harness here tomorrow. Got it labeled, everything taped up where it don't go nowhere. All right, people, it's the next day. Another day working on the S10 LS project. The last clip you should have saw was late last night. I was over here and I was getting the front, basically the front clip and fenders and all that took off of it. Getting it stripped down so I could get with the wire brush, and I'm gonna start cleaning it up, getting it cleaned up so I can, get some paint thrown on it. This is how we currently look. Like I said last night, I got all this kind of stripped down as far as I could go. Tonight I'm working on taking the ABS off and all that good stuff. And as you see, the frame is kind of a mess. This is rusty and dirty. It's just surface rust. It's nothing bad. I'm gonna replacing all this suspension stuff. It's just dirty. It needs to be blew off. The firewall ain't that bad. There's definitely a nest in there. Like a whole gang of not ladybugs, the Japanese war beetles, whatever the hell they want to call them. Yeah, found me a Bahamian blue door. We're gonna pull apart today. Looks like it's gonna be the same color. The only thing is this truck's got the little racing stripe right there, and it's got the molding. I'm gonna try to get that molding and put on that truck. So let me get it done. I'm gonna set you up on a time lapse. I'm gonna cut on my heater over here because it's definitely about 40 degrees out here. I'm gonna cut on my heater. I'm gonna blow all this off right quick and just start wire wheeling and see how far I can get. All right, you should have seen just a tiny time lapse of me trying to do one half of the passenger side of the frame. I ended up having to take the tire off to get more room. Now, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to just go ahead and strip the upper and lower control arm, get it off out the way, and then I'm really gonna get in and do all that. I should have done that to start with, but I was trying to keep it a roller. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same. So I'm probably just gonna do one side at a time. What you'll probably see me do is strip this side, get the upper and control arm and stuff off the way, primer it, get it good and done. I'll stick it back together, I can roll it, and I'll switch over there. All right, guys, so you may have saw me take the tie rod end off. I don't know if it did record or not. The camera's giving me problems. I got the old slice and dice Sawzall. I'm gonna just lob off these stabilizer end links just to get them off. I ain't got time to fight rusty bolts. I'm gonna replace all that anyway. So yeah, so put on these safety glasses, cover your ears, and watch eyeballs. So that didn't take that long. Just safety, you know, and there's that. All right, guys, so what you should have saw maybe, I got this nut here on the lower control arm just barely on there. I put it on some blocks here, and the way that the truck's holding it down, I beat on the spindle, got it popped loose, stuck it back on. So what I'm doing now, go over here and hide behind this post lift, press the lift button, and hopefully this arm goes down. This separates and the spring don't just fly out. So I'm gonna set you guys here, you watch it, cover your eyes and your ears, and hide your children. Well, it didn't do what I wanted it to. Seen it? So now it popped loose. So I'm hoping I can hide back here. All right, guys, sorry about that. The wife showed up after work, so I had to spend some time with her. I'm now going to work on getting this brake line off the passenger side so I can just wire brush everything. I got the upper control arm off, or yeah, upper control arm and spindle off. The bottom one's super sketchy and I don't have a spring compressor, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So right now I'm taking this, I believe this is a 12 millimeter, 13 millimeter. We got a brake hose bracket and a brake hose here. I'm just gonna pop them off. just gonna pop them up. I don't want to do it too much out of the way. Let's see if I can just bend it that way. I need to take my blowing device and pop it off. Golly, the spider nest under there. And now what I'm about to do, I'm gonna do this right quick, so I'm gonna put these bolts back in there. Once again, I got my safety glasses on. Roll on. I'm pretty sure these are these. I mean, if you see, there's like 28,000 holes right here. It's for both the 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder versions of this truck. Let me do this back here right quick so I can do these also. All right, so I got the grinder here. Wire wheel, I'm just gonna kind of do up in here. And let's try to get this as clean as I can with what I'm working with, you know. So cover your ears and wear your safety glasses and we'll get through it. Like I said, just keep your ears closed and we're gonna try to get all this knocked out right quick.